Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetsnews.com, and today we are going to do the quick unboxing and full review of the slimmest phone right now in the world. And this is again the slimmest phone out of all. We have the Oppo R5 with us as well. We have the Xiaomi S5.1 as well. And when we compare the thickness, or when we talk about the slim phones, we can say that all these slim phones are not as slim as the Vivo X5 Max, which we have with us within this package. This is the Indian retail package which you will get in India once you buy it. This device will cost you approximately 30,000 rupees, which is a pretty good amount of money which you have to spend, but that is something which you will get which will have to pay basically for the slimness. Again, we do have Oppo R5 as well, which is also very similar in terms of the look and feel as compared to what you see on the X5 Max. So this is how the package look like. Let me just open this package and show you the contents. We have already used this phone. I have been using this phone for more than 2 weeks now, and this is a full review which we are going to do, and a package overview as well. What all you get within the package is something which we will show you. So this is how the Vivo X5 Max look like. It looks colorful, it looks pretty good, I would say, in terms of the overall build quality as well. This is again very slim phone, but they have not compromised on the build quality, which is the case with the Oppo R5 as well. But if you compare the thickness of these two phones, you may not be able to notice it on the camera, but there is a difference. The Oppo R5 is 4.85mm in terms of thickness. It does not have an audio jack, whereas the Vivo X5 Max is approximately 4.75mm in terms of thickness, and it does have a headphone jack, which is a very good thing. As you can see, there is a headphone jack over there, although it is again compromised to an extent, but there is a headphone jack on this phone, which is a very good thing. They have provided that. Although the micro port on the Oppo R5 actually acts as a headphone jack as well, with the connector which comes within the package of this phone. Talking about the build quality and the design, both of these phones are pretty good in terms of build quality. They are very strong. You can actually cut a knife with the Oppo R5, and the same thing can be done with a Vivo X5 Max as well. So in terms of build quality, they are very good, even when they are very slim and light. In terms of weight, one thing which I really like on Vivo X5 Max is that it is approximately 146 gram, even when it has a bigger display as compared to Oppo R5, which is 5.2 inch. This is 5.5 inch display, 5.5 inch, 5.2 inch. Both of them are AMOLED displays, so they are very colorful, and there is no problem with the viewing angles. You can see both of these displays from almost any angle without any issues. You might notice that this display is kind of bright because the brightness is full, and this is on automatic brightness, so there is no problem with the brightness on any of these two displays, so you don't need to basically figure about that. Talking about the overall weight, this device weighs around 155 gram, whereas this one weighs around 146 gram, which is even lighter even when it has a bigger display. And I would say with a bigger display and a pretty good build quality, still it is lighter. It has a headphone jack as well, and again this is lighter, which is very good. So this is the difference in between these two phones. We do have another computer in this particular series, which is the Xiaomi S5.1, which is the slimmest from Xiaomi, and this is again thicker as compared to these two, and you can easily notice the difference over there when I compare the Xiaomi S5.1 with the Oppo R5 as well as with the Vivo X5 Max. So let's keep all these phones aside for a while. In terms of comparison, if you want to see the comparison between these three, we have done a separate video and you can see that. So this is how the phone looks like. The phone looks very good. I would say awesome in terms of build quality. Display looks very vibrant and very colorful. AMOLED display it is. And again, this phone is very light as well in terms of the weight as compared to a 5.5 inch display phone. So let's take a look over the package, what we have inside. Further going inside the package, we have this cable over there, which is a normal micro USB charging cable or data syncing cable as well, and this is how the headphone look like. These are standard quality of headphones which you will get within the package. The sound quality is pretty okay, not too great, not bad as well, and I have tested these and packed them again. We have this part over there which should have some cases, I guess, but I think it has only some user manuals. Okay, it does have a case as well, which is good. So again, the back part of the Vivo X5 Max is made up of metal, and you can actually protect that back part with the help of this case which comes within the package. It is again a very good case. I would say it is some sort of plastic, I guess, not silicone, but very nice, very nice. I would say it is again translucent, and it is one of the best cases I have seen so far for a device like this. Again, it is very light, feather light, and it is just going to provide the protection at the back side which is going to make this phone look cool, I would say. So there are no protection on the edges. As you can see, there is a connectivity port over there. There are no protection on this edge as well. You have a proper cutout for the loudspeaker. You have proper cutout for the camera, for the LED flash, as well as for the secondary microphone, which is good. So in terms of design, this case is very nicely designed. It is not going to make the phone feel heavier in any way. It is also very light, so there will be a very negligible difference in terms of the weight once we apply this case, and it comes within the package. Apart from this, we have some important warranty card information, the install guide. This is how the SIM tray looks like. The SIM tray can actually take 2 SIM cards, or you can insert a single micro SIM, and another thing can be a micro SD memory card. So this is something which they have done. As you can see, you can either install a micro SIM card over there, or you can install a nano SIM card, and then you can use the other slot for the micro SD memory card. So this is how the SIM tray look like. You can insert a micro SD card over this slot, and this slot can be used for nano SIM. So this is how you can use nano SIM, or you can use this phone with dual SIM connectivity as well when you are when you don't want to basically use the micro SD memory card. So this is how the SIM ejection tool look like, as you can see, which also come within the package, and we are not going to show you all that. So this is all we have as far as packaging is concerned. Let me just get rid of the packaging as of now. We will keep that aside. Let's basically throw all that. I don't need to basically after that. So we have the Vivo X5 Max, which looks very nice. As I already told you, it is very good in terms of the build quality. Let's take a look over the connectivity. At the bottom, we have the micro port for data syncing and charging. We have a primary microphone. We have these bands over there which are for antenna, and on this side we have no button, no connectivity. We have metal being used on the edges, which is steel, which is very nice, I would say. And we have the audio jack over there, 3.5 audio jack. We have 13 megapixel camera at the back, which is an autofocus camera, which is slightly bulging out, because again the camera module cannot be actually shrink into this much of dimension, so it has to come out like this. And we have the LED flash over there, secondary microphone. We have the Vivo branding over there, metal being used over there, very similar to what we see on the Oppo R5, but the Oppo R5 does not have the loudspeaker over there. The loudspeaker is actually behind the earpiece on the Oppo R5, whereas this one is over there, which is actually at the back side. Not a great design. They have given a slightly emerging point over there so that it does not get blocked completely, but it will get muffled when you play a video on this device and you place it on a table. The sound will get muffled a lot because of the loudspeaker, which is actually at the back side. And again on the front we can see that we have touch capacitor buttons over there, which is something disappointing because they do not have backlit LED. So even when you buy a phone of 30,000 rupees, you have touch capacitor buttons which do not have backlit LED. I don't know what kind of thinking is that, but they have not provided backlit LED on these buttons, which is a disappointment. On the top you have the nice earpiece. You have the front camera, which is 5 megapixel front camera and proximity ambient light sensors over there. And this is how the big huge 5.5 inch display look like. This is one of the lightest phone with 5.5 inch display. The one which I saw earlier before this one was the Eureka. So Eureka is very light, but again Eureka does not have that good build quality. It is all over plastic, whereas this is metal, very good quality of metal. You can actually bang it like this and nothing will happen to the phone. So build quality is definitely on the higher side on the Vivo X5 Max, and even then it is kind of light. So let's take a look over the phone UI. We have the phone dialer over there. This is how the phone dialer look like. You can easily dial the number, but you cannot make a video call, which is the case. So video call option is not there. And when it comes to messaging application, this is how the messaging application is looking like. Again, it is a custom messaging application. You also have this swipe keyboard, which you will be able to set up once you set up the device, and it does give you the functionality of swipe to type, and typing on this device is not at all an issue. It is a 5.5 inch display, so typing experience is pretty good. Let's take a look over the internal settings before we show you other things. Let's take a look over the settings first of all and show you the version of Android and what you have on this device. So we have Android 4.4 KitKat on this device, which is the information which we have. So we have Android 4.4 KitKat, 4.4.4 KitKat, and we have Snapdragon 615 chipset, octa-core CPU, which is a combination of 2 quad-core CPU, and then we have the FunTouch OS 2.0 running on this phone. Apart from this, if we take a look over the storage information, let me just show you the storage scenario. And here we have the storage information. On the storage front, we have 16 GB of internal storage, out of which Available storage is going to be 10 GB. So that is something which you can make a note of. 10 GB is something which you will get on this phone, because system is taking, or the OS which is running on top of Android is taking a lot of space. Approximately 5.42 GB is being taken up by the system, and again it does have OTG support as well. Apart from this, if we take a look at the application scenario, we can show you the current status of the RAM. Hopefully we should be able to show you the current status of the RAM. I'm not sure whether it will display. Yeah, it has displayed that information. So out of 2 GB of RAM, approximately 651 MB of RAM is free. Now let's take a look over the hardware information of this phone. We have the system information, and the model number of the device is Vivo X5 Max. We have ARM-7 processor, again, which is an octa-core CPU, Snapdragon 615, MSM 8939. We have the display information over there, which is full high definition resolution on this device, and you will not notice any pixels on this device with this much of resolution. Pretty high pixel density is there. And we have Adreno 405 GPU. When it comes to the display, all the sensors, basically we have the magnetic field sensor, light, proximity, orientation. We also have gesture, vector, acceleration, and gravity sensor as well on this device, which is good. And this device actually has more number of sensors as compared to what you get on the Oppo R5. And talking about comparison, in case you want to see the comparison between these three phones, you can see the other video which we have done. Let's take a look over the Antutu benchmark scores, and the scores which we have got on Antutu are pretty impressive. And again, they are 30640, which is an unverified score, and again this device is pretty good in terms of day-to-day usage and performance. On Ninamark we have got a score of 59.2 FPS, and again this device can handle high definition games pretty well. But if you play high definition games for longer time, and longer I mean more than half an hour, you will notice slight amount of heating over there, which is going to be more in terms of temperature, and you might not be able to hold the device comfortably in that particular scenario. Let's take a look over the camera performance now, and we will take the photo of this Android Robo over there. We will take this photo in two scenarios, one with light, one without light. Let's just take a selfie of mine first of all for the front camera. And we have taken the selfies 2 times, and this is the photo. This is how the photo looks like. The front camera photo is looking pretty good in terms of clarity as well as in terms of colors. There is no problem, I would say. Even in this low light scenario, it has given a pretty good selfie. You just need to make sure that you hold the camera still so that you don't see blurring in the photo, but the front camera is capable of doing a pretty good job, and you can also record high definition video at 720p from the front camera. You do have HDR mode supported as well. Let me just go back to the rear camera and take a photo of this Android Robo. So we have taken the first photo, and let me just take the second photo without light. So we have taken both of these photos. It does take the photo pretty quickly. Once it has focused, it will take the photo, and you don't even need to press the camera shutter key in that case. So this is the photo with light. As you can see, the photo has came out to be pretty good in terms of colors, in terms of details, as well as in terms of clarity. Everything is good, and this photo even in low light has also came out to be pretty good. So camera performance is pretty good, I would say. This is one of the best camera you can have on a device like this, which is a very slim phone. And when it comes to resolution, you can record high definition video from the rear camera as well, which is possible. You do have touch to capture possible as well. So apart from this, if we talk about the overall battery performance, this device is going to give you around 1 day of battery backup. The battery is something which is not very great. It is again 2000 milliampere battery approximately, or slightly more, but it is going to give you around 1 day battery backup with basic to moderate usage. And if you are a heavy user, then in that case it will not be 1 day of battery backup you will get from this phone. But overall the OS is very nicely optimized, so you can get around 1 day battery backup unless you are a heavy user. So this is all we have as far as the quick hands-on review of this device. And before we end this review, let me just play this casual game so that you can get an idea about the gaming, and then we will play a video, and then we will end this video. So this is the casual game, which is Subway Surfer. Again, this device can handle high definition games, but we are playing the casual games just to show you how long does it take to load a casual game and how well it can play that. So we are playing this game for the first time on this device, and graphics are pretty smooth. There is no problem. There is slight amount of glitch, very minute amount of glitch. I don't know whether you can notice that, but there is there. The overall performance of the device is pretty smooth. As you might have noticed, there was a glitch, but the overall performance of the device is good enough, and you can play this game or any other high definition game as well without much of an issue. Some of the high definition games might show some amount of glitch on this phone. Let's take a look over the video clarity, and for that video clarity as well as the audio clarity, and we will play a video from our YouTube video channel. So as you can see, we are playing a YouTube video from our channel. This is a high definition video being played at high definition clarity, which is good. When it comes to the video playback, the video playback is good. Viewing angles are also very nice. I can see this display without any issues from almost any angle on this display, which is good. And when it comes to the overall loudness of the sound, let me just increase the volume to full so that I can show the sound clarity as well. The sound which comes out from the loudspeaker at the back is pretty loud, and there is no problem with that. But if you place the device like this on a table, sound will get muffled to a lot. So either you use a stand or do something else, either you basically hold it in your hand. So this is all we have as far as the full hands-on review of this device, the Vivo X5 Max. Do let us know if you have any specific question for this device. We would love to help you. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.